Anyway, the star bullets, they equate it to Geronimo or whatever. What happened to the Indians, but it didn't really happen to the Indians. They just said it happened to the Indians when they gave them bullets or whatever. The porcupine bullet. It's called the porcupine bullet. The 1,000 paper cuts, the 1,000 needles. Uh, Bullet. Basically, there was nothing going on between 1940 and 1970, pretty much as far as space. The only thing that was going on was a 1,000 paper cuts, 1,000 needles bullet, basically, and pretty much it was killing a lot of people. A lot of people were running scared from it, pretty much. It's used in Desert Storm. Basically, goes out, and like I said, it's 3 cylinders altogether, and then you light it off. It's a fusion reaction. It bounces around inside there until these little bitty molecules basically escape, and then it kills everything within 1,000 feet or more, 3,000 feet, whatever. One of the big ones can penetrate for miles, and basically sends little pieces of metal going everywhere, and pretty much is 100% lethal to everything. Birds, iguanas, lizards, gophers, everything. Because there's so many of these little molecules going out. Anyway, it's used in Desert Storm and a couple other conflicts. Basically, everything dies. They consider it non-nuclear, but it is a nuclear reaction. Anyway, Zachary, Bill Gates has it. They find it. They find a case of them in a warehouse somewhere, and they start using them. Nobody knows where they came from. Nobody knows what they are, and everyone's scared of them because they can take out anyone. You can take out a whole concert of people. Just fire one off on the stage. After about 15 feet, it starts its dispersal pattern. Kills everything. Hot girls, drug dealers, everything. You can take out a whole stadium with one of these babies. Fire 3 rounds over a stadium of people or at a concert. Kills every single one, every single person in the whole stadium, basically. Like I said, it's they're incredibly, insanely deadly, and they'll go through the little molecules go through armor. They go through everything. They go through a car, an engine block, anything and everything. Because they're depleted uranium and they're really fucking hot little molecules. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. But anyway, that's the only thing that was going on between 1940 or 1920 or 1930 and 1970. Basically, was the star bullet, Star Spangled Banner bullet. Basically, a thermonuclear reaction, and like I said, the molecules bounce around until they finally make their escape out the outer shield, and then they just go everywhere. Kill everything. Mass death from one bullet. And it doesn't even have to be a big bullet. A 45 caliber will kill a room. Will kill a lot of people. Anyway, it's used extensively in the Middle East and all around, and basically leaves nothing but a contaminated wasteland behind of fairly radioactive material and billions of particles everywhere. Anyway. And that's the only thing that was going around between 1930 and 1970. And everyone basically hides from these things. Anyway, Bill Gates or Zachary has them. And basically, once you use them, the whole area becomes highly radioactive, or at least fairly radioactive, and also everything dies there immediately and for a while after. Anyway, yeah, they're pretty insane, and they were going around a lot, and I'm surprised we don't see them anymore. But yeah, between 1930 and 1970, they were going around. So anyway, somebody was trying to use one on me, but like I said, I invented them. So and not really the small caliber ones. Those were manufactured later on by somebody else. The big ones, but those are used for space. Like I said, they're used to create stars and stuff like that, and other stuff. But they also have a lethality effect. Like I said, what happens is when you do it in space, the heat reaction has nowhere to go, So they just goes out and then it comes back and then it starts flaming and stuff, flame on, and collects a lot of dust or light particles. Anyway, so you can create suns with it, or stars, and that's what it's used for. Anyway, that's the only thing that was going around, and basically a whole bunch of embezzling and a whole bunch of printing of money. Hey, people call me a bastard. I'm not a bastard. There's a lot of people out there in the world that are crazy. And they killed a lot of people. Anyway, whatever. Like I said, they use them a lot at sporting games, sporting events, and all kinds of stuff. You know, it kills everyone. So between 1930 and 1970, you actually see these things being used, and basically it leaves whole tracks of dead people. No burning, no nothing, just a bunch of holes and everything. Anyway, it's called they're called LSLS bullets or whatever, or shells, but they're actually Lusifer star light shells. Anyway, they're in for space or killing exoskeletons basically. But you know, that's what they use them for, is just killing my exoskeleton creatures, my what's it called. Anyway, it's the only thing that can kill the exoskeleton creatures, basically, because their armor plate is too thick. And they kill some of them, but not really that many, because like I said, you need a direct hit with one of my exoskeletons. Kind of. Well, I mean, it will affect them, but I mean, the exoskeletons have thousands of exoskeletons, so... Anyway, so, you know, anyway... It's basically humanity's last best hope, they think, or something like that. But basically, they're just killing life forms. Anyway, I don't really care, but that's what was going around, and that's what was going on, and basically what was keeping JFK and Bill Gates and a bunch of other people mildly safe was these bullets, because they could actually kill just about anything that you send at them. They could kill whole SWAT teams. Better to send in one or two people rather than a whole squad, because it'll kill a whole squad if someone has one of these bullets. They're fairly reactive and cause sterility. A lot of cops back in the 50s and 60s were going sterile from them because they are reactive. And but I wouldn't call them. I call them enforcers. JFK had a lot of enforcers. So has Bill Gates. Anyway, they have a lot of enforcers, and basically they carry these bullets on them, and pretty much, like I say, they'll kill a whole room, and basically it turns one person into a one-man army. Basically, it's able to kill whole scores of people very easily, and so a lot of enforcers end up going sterile, and also other major problems like cancer and all that other stuff. Anyway, they wear the gun or the bullets on their belt, so you get a lot of cancer and in the groin area and stuff like that, and a lot of residual radiation buildup, basically. And pretty much between 1940 and 1960, you see that a lot in so-called police officers. But they're not really police officers; they're just people that killed everyone else. Anyway, yeah. It's basically Kennedy's, what made Kennedy a president, pretty much, was these star bullets, and made Bill Gates rich. He's not really rich, and he's not a genius, other than he can read a document and understand, and have a basic understanding of how some things are made. Kills the moon mission. There is no moon mission, there is no space mission, there is no space, there is no nothing. About all they were able to do is launch some satellites into space for satellite TV. That's the only thing that was going on. So, a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm pissing off someone rich, someone powerful." Not really. I'm pissing off someone that was a piece of shit. Hey, whatever. Yeah, most people say I'm a one-man army because they have one of these bullets. Not really.